What if I told you that our understanding of history isn't always as accurate as we'd like to think? Indeed, history, as we know it, is often a patchwork of facts stitched together by the threads of interpretation and perspective. Consider the chronicles of ancient civilizations. These narratives, penned by scholars of the time, are sometimes more reflective of the writer's bias or the political climate than an accurate record of events. Take, for example, the infamous tale of Cleopatra's beauty. Ancient texts and Hollywood alike have portrayed her as an enchantress of unrivaled allure. However, recent studies suggest she was more likely revered for her intellect and political acumen than her physical attributes. Then we have the intriguing case of the misunderstood Vikings. Far from the horned, helmet-wearing barbarians we often imagine, these seafaring Norsemen were skilled traders, explorers, and craftsmen. The horned helmet myth, it turns out, is a product of Victorian-era Romanticism, a classic example of how our perceptions can warp the past. Sometimes the missteps are not just about individuals or civilizations, but about significant events themselves. Did you know that during the iconic storming of the Bastille in the French Revolution, the fortress prison held only 7 prisoners, yet it's often depicted as a dramatic liberation of countless oppressed souls, a narrative that has fueled our understanding of the revolution's fervor. Historical missteps can also occur due to translation errors. For instance, the biblical Red Sea is believed to be a mistranslation of the Hebrew term Yam Suf, which actually refers to the Sea of Reeds. This slight linguistic slip has led to centuries of debate and speculation about the exact location of Moses' miraculous crossing. These missteps, as we've seen, can cause ripples through time, leading us to question the accuracy of our historical timelines. They serve as reminders that history is a living, breathing entity, continually evolving as we gain new insights, challenge old assumptions, and strive for the most accurate reflection of our shared past. Now imagine peering through the looking glass of time and questioning the narratives we've accepted as fact. This is precisely what we're doing as we re-examine ancient narratives, challenging the stories that have been handed down to us through generations. Our understanding of history is constantly evolving, thanks in no small part to new archaeological discoveries. Every unearthed artifact, every deciphered text, offers us a fresh glimpse into the past, unveiling hitherto unknown aspects of our ancestors' lives. The lost city of Troy, once thought to be pure myth, was brought to light by the persistent excavations of Heinrich Schliemann. The Rosetta Stone, that remarkable slab of rock, unlocked the secrets of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, shedding light on a civilization that had been shrouded in mystery. These discoveries prompt us to question long-held beliefs, to challenge the narratives we've accepted as fact. For instance, the commonly held belief that the ancient Greeks were a culture of warriors constantly at odds with each other has been contested by recent findings suggesting a more collaborative society, one that valued intellectual discourse and artistic pursuits. Yet, it's not just about archaeology. Fresh perspectives, new interpretations of existing evidence, and interdisciplinary approaches are also playing a critical role in this re-examination. Take, for example, the reinterpretation of the role of women in ancient societies. Historically viewed as passive and subordinate, recent scholarship has highlighted the powerful and influential roles that women held in several ancient cultures. This is not an exercise in futility, but a necessary step in shaping our understanding of the past. It's about acknowledging that our ancestors were as complex, as diverse, and as human as we are. It's about recognizing that history is not a static, unchanging entity, but a dynamic, ever-evolving story. As we continue to delve into these narratives, we find ourselves in the midst of a historical revolution, reshaping our understanding of the past. Have you ever considered how an insignificant event can drastically alter the course of history? This is where the idea of the butterfly effect comes into play. The term, originating from chaos theory, illustrates how minute changes in a complex system can lead to drastic differences in later states, but it's not just confined to science, it also holds profound implications in the context of history. Let's consider the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914. A seemingly chance encounter, it was the spark that ignited the First World War, a conflict that would reshape the world and set the stage for the geopolitical landscape of the 20th century. Or take the case of the Mongol invasion of Europe. Legend has it that a single message, A refusal of trade negotiations by the Shah of Khwarezm to Genghis Khan led to the Mongol invasion and the subsequent fall of several major civilizations, reshaping the course of human history. Now think about the invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century. What may have seemed like a minor technological advancement at the time led to a revolution in mass communication, accelerating the spread of knowledge and playing a key role in the Renaissance and the scientific revolution. These events, though seemingly insignificant or unrelated at their inception, had profound impacts on the course of history, altering timelines and shaping societies. They serve as reminders of the intricate web of cause and effect that underpins our existence. So the next time you ponder the flow of history, remember the butterfly effect. Consider how the flap of a butterfly's wings in one part of the world can, in theory, cause a tornado in another. In the same way, a seemingly minor event or decision can ripple through the fabric of time, influencing the course of history in unimaginable ways. These seemingly insignificant moments, as we've discovered, can create ripples through time, leading to unexpected consequences and altering the course of history. Would you believe that even in our modern times, we're not immune to timeline glitches? Yes, it's true. Our contemporary timelines aren't perfect and carry their share of discrepancies and unexplained phenomena. Let's start with recorded events. We live in an age of information overload, where every event, big or small, is documented. But often, the sheer volume of information leads to discrepancies. Different sources may report varying details, creating a confusing mosaic of events that can be challenging to untangle. Historians and researchers grapple with these discrepancies, sifting through vast databases trying to piece together the most accurate depiction of events. Then, there are unexplained phenomena, occurrences that seemingly defy logic and the laws of nature. These anomalies often leave us scratching our heads, questioning our understanding of the world. Take, for example, the mysterious hum heard around the world, or the recurring patterns of mass bird deaths. These events remain unexplained, creating glitches in our timeline that we are yet to fully comprehend. But it's not all doom and gloom. These glitches, these anomalies, they challenge us, push us to think beyond our existing knowledge, and spur on our quest for understanding. They lead to new theories, new discoveries, and sometimes they even help us uncover hidden truths about our past. Identifying and rectifying these errors is no easy task. It requires meticulous investigation, a keen eye for detail, and above all, a relentless pursuit of truth. But the reward, the satisfaction of correcting a glitch, of resolving an anomaly, is worth all the effort. As we continue to explore these glitches, we find ourselves constantly reassessing and redefining our understanding of the present. Each correction, each clarification, brings us one step closer to a complete and accurate timeline, one that tells our story, the story of humankind, as truthfully as possible. But fear not, for there are those among us dedicated to correcting these historical errors. These are the vigilant guardians of history, the historians, researchers, and scholars who tirelessly sift through the sands of time to uncover the truth. Their dedication and commitment to accuracy are the bulwarks against the tide of misinformation and misinterpretation that often cloud our understanding of the past. These academicians and researchers are not alone in their quest. Advances in technology, from cutting-edge archaeological tools to powerful data analysis software, are playing a pivotal role in this endeavor. They are aiding in the discovery of forgotten civilizations, deciphering ancient texts, and unearthing artifacts that challenge our preconceived notions of history. In this digital age, collaboration has become easier than ever before. Historians from different corners of the world can now work together, share insights, and build upon each other's research. This global brain trust is correcting inaccuracies, filling in the gaps, and adding dimensions to our understanding of history that were previously unimagined. But let's not forget the role of the public in this effort. Crowdsourced projects are allowing ordinary people to contribute to the historical record, whether it's through digitizing old documents, transcribing letters, or sharing family stories. Every bit of information adds another piece to the massive puzzle that is our shared past. With every corrected error and clarified misconception, we inch closer to a more accurate understanding of our past. This painstaking work is not just about setting the record straight, it's about understanding our collective journey, learning from our mistakes and gaining insights that can guide us towards a better future. So, as we wrap up our journey through twisted timelines and historical errors, let's take a moment to appreciate the monumental task these unsung heroes undertake. They are the time detectives, the truth seekers, the correctors of our historical record, diligently working towards a more accurate portrayal of the past.